Procurement and supply chain management are really one of the critical issues for gaining business success nowadays. If you think that the procurement function on its own is often responsible for 70% of the spend of any organisation. The point is, though, that people who focus in that area have massive influence over the effectiveness of the supply chain that they're part of. So therefore, if we're actually studying procurement and supply chain, people really need to understand how the decisions made in the procurement function also influence the total end-to-end supply chain. You cannot just focus on procurement on its own. It has to be seen in the context of the end-to-end supply chain. And what's that all about? It's all about how we create value for our end customer and also manage the costs for the supply chain as a whole. Cranfield has one of the largest groups in Europe specialising in procurement, logistics and supply chain management. We work with many blue chip, world-leading organisations on this area through our customised executive development, through our master's programmes, through projects on master's programmes as well. And this gives us the capability to really be able to actually work with organisations and also work with students who want to specialise in this area. What we're very much about is taking knowledge and creating action in industry. So anybody coming on one of our master's programmes, we would expect them to be able to create action in industry once they've actually been through the programme. This course is aimed at people who are really wanting to sort of accelerate and launch their career in the area of procurement and supply chain management. What's really exciting about this particular area is that by studying this and getting the foundations and really understanding how procurement fits into the end-to-end supply chain, what you're then able to do is to actually move into many global organisations who really require this skill set. This is being seen as one of the key areas now for being able to really create value. The types of decisions which procurement professionals and supply chain professionals are having to take these days have significant impact on the shareholder value of organisations. So when we actually look at the way that we structure this course, we will take people through the end-to-end supply chain to get them thinking about those important issues, but also really focus on elements of procurement, contract management, negotiation, procurement as a subject in its own right, and really focusing on those so that when they actually go into organisations and work in organisations, they're really sort of fit to be able to move forward that business. The course really takes the student on a journey. We start off with the foundational concepts. We then build on those foundations, and students are allowed to actually choose and elect to do particular courses. This is important so that when they actually go through and they graduate, they feel as though they've got knowledge in particular areas which is relevant to the journey, the career that they want to take. As part of the course, we have an international study tour, which is particularly important so that people can really understand and see how the knowledge is being applied in industry. And also the thesis projects. The thesis project is often within industry, but you have a choice. You have a choice of whether you want to do a company project, as it were, or a more research-based project. And what's really important about that is that once again enables the application of the knowledge into a practical environment. Our objective is that you take this knowledge and you can create action in industry. And our graduates, when they graduate, we know that they can go into an organisation, they can increase the value for that organisation, but also they're able to manage costs.